Hello everyone, my name is George Nicolopoulos, and today this is my logic model speech. I'm going to talk about the addiction of social media and how we can reduce these psychological networks. Social media is a web-based technology that transforms how people communicate by enhancing interactive conversations. The term addiction is defined as the state of being enslaved to a habit or practice or to something that is psychologically or physically habit-forming. Any action can become addictive if it has a negative significant impact on a person's life, but it would be cautioned to use the term addiction outside its intended definition. Why are people addicted to social media? Social validation is important. A Facebook like is a social signal. It affirms our existence the same way that someone nodding at you on the sidewalk does, but we're also just learning to use social tools, experimenting to find out what it all means. What drives us to use social media in the way we use it has less to do with social media platforms and more to do with psychology. We have the tendency to go on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, LinkedIn, Vine, Pinterest, and all other different sorts of social media sites, and we engage to the platform of using these sites strategically every day in every moment. What could happen? You could become distant towards your family and friends. You may care more about your friends' lives than your own. You may lose your job if you constantly use social media every second. It becomes a distraction to us, and we lose a lot of focus in our lives. We live in a distracted world, but your family, employees, and customers still expect you to pay attention to them when they're speaking to you. Poor and short sleep has, in several studies, been linked to impaired academic performance. Studies have shown that excessive use of electronic media may delay bedtimes and raising times. How can we reduce this addiction? The first step to identify internet addiction is to see where the emotional and mental attachment lie. According to our research assessing the relationships between Facebook usage and the academic performance of sampling 219 university students, Facebook users had a lower grade point averages and spent less time studying than students who did not use this social network system. What you could do is you could take a daily walk. Daily walk habit has a huge health benefits. Just an hour a day will improve physical fitness, help you live longer, reduce stress, and help spark creative thinking. Another thing you could do is you could read a nonfiction education book. This can help you improve your mind. Take that hour of social media and use it to educate yourself daily. It's a wonderful way to get more every day from the same amount of time. Another thing is you could work on your goals. This is one of the keys to success. In addition, it could help you identify what you want from life and direct your actions towards positive outcomes. All of this is possible when you use that 1 hour to focus on activities that bring you closer towards long-term goals. Social media can be bad for our lifestyle. Why is that? The fast-paced lifestyle created by internet affects the way the human brain processes and receives information. The majority of people who are using social media are overly concerned about what people think of them. People are constantly portraying their lives and lifestyles in a more so than not positive manner to gain the approval of their peers via social media. Why we should limit social media? Although social media does a lot of interaction between family and friends by seeing recent pictures and communicating to each other, this can distract people way too easily. It has been suggested that extroverts use social media for social enhancement, whereas introverts use it for social compensation, each of which appears to be associated with elevated use. Checking in to see what people think of what you do is human, but it also a flawed behavior that will kill your drive and focus. The reward shouldn't be approval. It should be the satisfaction of finishing something you yourself are happy with. Solutions: limit social media per day by helping to limit and restrict the amount of time teens and even other people spend interacting in social media realm. It automatically helps to reduce the amount of time they spend preoccupied and distracted from engaging in the real world. Schedule your use of social media. Unless there's an overwhelming reason otherwise, don't leave Facebook or other social media sites in a web browser. Use lists and filters. Both Twitter and Facebook offer friend list features that, if implemented properly, let you quickly view the status updates of a specific group of people. You could view the updates that are most relevant to you at any given moment. You could also have face-to-face communication with other people. For instance, talking about sports in person rather than social media networks. What are the outcomes and what are the results? By limiting the time of using social media, people will begin to content with themselves. There will be less distractions with your own life. People will make it easier to move forward with their lives when limit their daily usage of social media. We could probably all benefit from limiting the time we spend on frivolous tasks related to social media, instead devoted the time to people and activities that matter to us. In conclusion, we shouldn't be afraid to put down our smartphones once in a while and explore it. These are the resources that I've used for my paper. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my video.